Today is February the 14th, 2011, and this is the start of an interview with Mr. Jerry James O'Leary at the RSVP offices of Catholic Services of Macomb, located at 26238 Ryan Road, Warren, Michigan. Mr. O'Leary is 90 years old. He was born September 4th, 1920. Mr. O'Leary currently resides at 3578 Corey Lane, Lapeer, Michigan. My name is Dave Brousseau and I will be the interviewer, and Gary Miglio will be the videographer. Mr. O'Leary, would you state for the record what branch of service you served in?
Oh, it's in the Army.
And I'm going to ask you some questions about a long time ago. Maybe we can start right about the time that you got out of high school. Do you remember where you went to high school?
Yes. Yeah, Pontiac High School.
Where did you go to school?
Pontiac High School.
Pontiac. How big was your family?
Oh, we had two girls and me.
Two girls and you.
Yeah.
Were you the oldest?
No, Francis is my sister was.
Your sister was?
Yeah.
How did you get into the service? Did you enlist or were you
No.
drafted?
No. Yeah, they got me.
You were drafted?
Yeah.
Were you out of school?
Oh, yeah.
You were out of school already?
Yeah.
How did you feel about that?
Well, it's for a good cause. You know, you felt like you had to go.
Were you scared?
Not really. I was a boy that I done a lot of things that I left home back before I went canoeing and stuff, and I've been doing a little camping and stuff. So it kind of felt a little bit.
How did your folks feel about you getting drafted?
I don't imagine they, because we've been together long, you know.
So when you got drafted, did you have a choice of where you were going to go?
No.
Where did they send you for boot?
Well, I went to North Carolina, did my basic training. And then after we take our training, there was another bunch of boys coming in, so they shipped us out to California. And then they got us a boat, and we knew we were headed someplace. I thought we'd go to Ireland, but we ended up in Australia.
Did you have a job before you got drafted?
Yeah, I over there. Yeah.
What did you do there?
Oh, installed radios in cars.
What was boot camp like?
It was kind of rough. You had, you know, you done it. You went through the course.
Do you remember how long boot camp was?
I don't remember, but it was short because.
It was short?
Yeah. They run us through because.
I imagine it was because it was right in the middle of the war, 1942 when you went in?
Yeah.
Did you have any special skills when you came to boot camp from your job?
Oh, I No, I just, I enjoyed myself in my spare time. I had a canoe, my buddy had a canoe, so I made Lansing sails for him, and we sailed Silver Lake and Blue Lake. He went down the river to Cass Lake. That was the fun.
Okay, you get out of boot camp, and where did they assign you then?
Well, they shipped us to California, and we didn't have nothing. It was just, so they found us a ship.
And where did they ship you?
To Australia,
Australia.
yeah. And where did, I got seasick, but
How long was the
after
trip?
a while, it calmed down.
You remember how long the trip was?
No, I don't know.
About a week?
Oh, no, I just more than, no.
Yeah.
But we, as sailors, took us, when we got, we had initiated in the Davy Jones locker, and you had to get initiated when you crossed the international date line. So we went along with them, we were all, you know. So they got me, and they put, I done my hair, and I had red hair when I hit Australia. But, you know, you went along, it was with them.
Quite an experience, huh?
It was, yes.
When you get to Australia, what are you going to be doing now?
Now, well, we just happened to hit a, I don't know what you call it, but it was an expedition to find a substitute for quinine
Okay.
for malaria. And Jeff had took Java, and that's where the kind they found. Well, they had to have a substitute. So we got us into so we signed up for it, and then we took our basic training, and so all we had was mostly doctors, so they were, and so they shipped, they found a boat. We didn't have no boats, and they had to take them, we had to use. So they took, and rented a boat for her. I didn't know how to do it, but we went to New Guinea.
How long were you in Australia?
Not that long, but it was back and forth.
Oh.
So then they found us a boat. It was a Dutch boat with Javanese sailors from Java. So we took off, and it was kind of an old boat. It burned coal, and then we took off for New Guinea. And then we had to see porpoise, and that was the sand, that land was big. So we told some of the boys to go up in the bow in the morning and see the porpoise. So we were sleeping down the hole and Chinese or Japanese boys slept on the rice boxes, and I had to bunk down on a hatch. But then they used to get us up at 6 o'clock in the morning because that's when submarines hit. So that was it. But I had a premonition that something, a rat or something run across me, and it woke me up and I couldn't go back to sleep. So then it come right time to get up on deck. So we got up on deck and it was kind of crowded, so me and this other fella got up on deck, and we had an Australian subteacher with us, and then I was looking out and I see this submarine come up with the big red dot. I turned around to holler to the officer on the bridge, and I couldn't holler, I was scared. And when I did, oh hell broke loose.
I can imagine.
And the captain on the horn, and the substation was over there, nothing flat. And he started dropping deck charges. And I seen the one come up, and the other one they brought up. And then our captain headed for to get in the dock, and so we got in there and docked around. And then the subchaser come, and we hollered at it, and they said they got him. And they had a regular household broom atop the mast that they had a full sweep. And that was kind of interesting.
Yeah, kind of reassuring.
They said we were lucky. I said we were sure were. And then we started and we built a portable hospital. It's down about a half a mile down from the dock there. And then we started building it. They brought us in petitions and all that. So we assembled them and we split up some. We take turns, being guards going up in the mountains and for camps. And we got a port that was going to be attacked. The Japanese Navy was headed in there. So, and anytime one of our convoys contacted the Japs, and that took a load off us. We were going to fight them coming in, and so, but we had our hospital and they never touched us. We had skirmishes, and Japs and stuff, but they really hadn't got down to New Guinea yet, anyway. And then they'd get malaria and they'd put us, we'd been in there, it was all like a group of boys pulled together.
Did you feel scared during those times?
Why, sure. Yeah. But then, there was always somebody would say something and cheer you up, and we started doing stuff. There was a wood there, we called it ironwood, and it was hard. You couldn't cut it, you had to scrape it. We made them sticks, what do you call them? And that would kept us satisfied, and right, and play cards and stuff, we just, we were kind of routine. And finally, then they said, we got every information and everything, but they kept checking us all the time. So then, they we was going back to Australia, so, so we had Australians had a school like for boys and girls for show them how to farm sheep, so we took in some of their stuff, and we used to go through the routine with them, just something to do. And they kept still a check on us, I hate needles. We used to get out at night, and there was a farm up there, we had horses, and we used to sneak in and get the horses and ride them into town. And that was funny. We made them people laugh. We played cowboys and Indians. And then we come out of a side street, and the horse went down, and I thought, oh, I'm scared. So I told him we better go back, take the horses back. Then the farmer got wise. So he turned and said, and they said they were about through with us, we were about to wrap it up. So they were going to ship us back to Sydney for amphibious, climbing the ropes, up and down, up and down. But it wasn't bad, because of in the harbor. So they shipped us back to Australia, and we took amphibious landing. So it would help some. But then we got assigned to the 41st Division, and then we got organized and took off again for New Guinea. And we made a landing. I made 5 landings, and I wrote letters. But it was different when you was out on the ocean and the big swells, and I was always scared of getting crushed by the lakes. We used to go from the rope ladders to the landing barns. The landing barns would pull up to the boat, and we'd come down a ladder. Maybe you look, and he was way down, and then the swells would bring the boat. And it would kind of work. You might have run over the top of the guy, but we always made it to the landing barns.
Imagine a lot of the guys got seasick in those landing barges.
Pardon?
A lot of the guys got sick in the landing barges.
Oh, yeah. I had one experience, some of the boys didn't fasten his helmet, and he lost his helmet, and it come down the side of me. Oh, I was very that. Then he said he was sorry, but, things happen. Then they'd circle, we'd circle, and then the big ships would start pounding and pounding, but they still had opposition.
Mm-hmm.
So when we got to we had a big, then that moved in, and landed by and the sailors were as scared as we were.
Imagine.
And sometimes you'd hit it, you'd take the rap on that, and some of the boys were, you know, scared of us, you know, and maybe it'd be 5 foot of water, maybe 10 foot of water, you know, and the guys, when they say go, they push you over, and you're on your own from there to the beach. And we had an opposition, but we made it in, we pushed in. MacArthur, I think he was a big one. He knew what tactics to use, and it went by his orders. And we went down pretty good. We didn't have nothing. There were boats. They got our boats at Pearl Harbor, and we had to go use other boats. Cold they could see us a mile away, and they was set. They run in packs, and there was 2 submarines that was waiting for us. They could probably see our smoke, but I had a friend, a little Dutch boy, they'd bring me a quart of beer every night. So I split it with my buddy. We go up and like, I was kidding him, I said, and that's pretty falling down bottles.
Oh.
Are you kidding me? She said, but it was fun. They had a little fun, you know. And we worked together on board ship. We done something, you know. And on shore, what is it? That's where it started. And it was enough. There's things that they had done would get to you. I see you thinking, they got a guy open for rats. They hard time till you could, when you got it to lose in that truck. They played bayonet patches with it, and that turned you right the other way around. You made your savages. They used to say the army would make you or break you, and you went with the course. You become a savage. You didn't mean
You gotta live.
it was a rough. I never wanted my kids, I cared my kids. See another war. And then we started getting, we had island hop. And that was food. Then we started getting supplies, ammunition, we could eat off the land if we had to. We had coconuts, pineapples, everything, mangoes, and we could live off the land, but we didn't get, sometimes rations wouldn't come in. So we lived off the land. And we kept pounding and pounding, and we kept getting more supplies, and it looked pretty good, but it was rough. I had a lot of experience that I think somebody was looking after me.
When were you in the Philippines?
I can't remember dates, but I made 5 lands. but I've actually did a rope ladder.
Mhm.
But the thing I hate was rope ladders, torpedoes, and the leggings you had to wear. I hated it. But, we, you know, something would come up, and you get a couple of laughs, and you do things, you know, like, and then, but we had rotation ladders you put on your arms, and we told this guy it was tough, going to be tough getting water. And we didn't do it, but he had filled up our water. He was going to, and then I see him. I said, well, we better stay close to him. And when we were off the pontoon, he went down like a rock, but we grabbed him. We never done that again. We thought, you know, we met, if it wasn't, and lose a man, but things got going, you know. It was an army life, and you had to do, things come up, and we had, one time, we come in and there wasn't so much opposition, so we started on the beach, and we come to a place and there was that, right around the ocean, and there was a ridge. So we fella got on a ridge, and we stopped for lunch, and we sent a scout down the road to see if we could contact him. And he come back, and they were coming down the road. So we set him up. They had a scout, and we let him go by. And they had one man down there taking care of him, and we had him set up. They had a tank with them, and they were thinking, and we let them come in, and we ambushed them. The tank tried to turn around. They had to go out into the water, the lake, the ocean, and he drowned out the motor. Then they'd come up from the tank with their hands up, you know. So they wanted a couple of guys to find out, you know, where they were and everything, their positions and everything. But that was pretty hard. We would wipe them out. War was war, you know. And you went with it. Like you said, they make their work.
Yes. How long were you there?
Oh God, I can't, I don't, I am not good at,
Seems like it was quite a long time.
until we got it mopped up, they say, well, it's mopped up good. But we were right in the middle of it, you know, and we started getting our supplies and stuff taken in, and they getting fixing the boats up and had convoys. And that was when they turned around, one of the convoys would contact the jeeps, and that's like, you know, took the load off us. But we kept pounding them, and then, you know, kept from Valentine. We meet more people that was do anything for you. about people were great. They were very religious. And we used to go to their church. But I met a lot of boys, Filipino boys. They'd do anything for you.
Is that right?
They
I'm
were
sure they were happy you
great
came.
soldiers. They were great soldiers. I had a friend that he had, all he had was a 38. And so I said, I'd get you a rifle. He said, no, I don't want a rifle. I got my 38. I said, well, that's what you want. But he'd come in and eat butter and, take off. They had their own people, whatever. And they were wonderful. We found it. It was 10 camels or anything we could. But I had a habit that the pieces of when they had a red flag, blue flag, or everything, you put the lens, the flags. But we never landed in the right ones. I should take the material after or and I would trade it, and then I'd run across this Filipino boy and he had a family. I said, well, I'll ask your officer if I can take you down to your family. He says, okay, well, you come back. I said, yeah, we'll bring him back. So I met his family. He had 2 sisters, Lydia and Linton. And I gave them materials to them. And they made the nicest dresses. And pretty girls. And then you had to move on. So, it was I can be, it was so good to you. And we had to move on. But things got better. And we got more firepower. It would help. Then we'd take a 30 caliber and pull it out and put the 50 in there. And they got a surprise. But we were getting more and more supplies and then it was pretty good, but then you knew they were getting, because they had young kids, young boys, and that hurt. So we used to have jungle fighting, carry machetes, and go through the jungle. And that was something I never forget. And then they had a Japanese, 6 foot. They were pan-picked. And they were 6 foot, and they'd have a yell and a scream, and I don't know. But I make your hair stand on it, and they get hopped up on sake. And they were crazy. But we mowed them down like firewood. We had the fire color. But when they were like that, they didn't know nothing. They charged. But it was then we kept on going. And, you know, and we meet people who are leaving, you know, friends. The Philippines was a wonderful group of people. It helped us, but then yet to see they were helpless and they were crucifying people. And we then one land we made, there was no opposition. It was something was funny. And you could smell death. You could smell death. You could smell a jet. And till we pushed in. And this was like our homeless boys that had a camp, you know, set up with. And but they had captured a bunch of Americans and Australians. That was it. They made a dig in. And then they blew a drum of gasoline. The entrance, and then did others. Then they set up a machine gun, and that's what we saw. They had crucified the boys, burned them, and then they couldn't get out. They had a machine gun, and that hurt. But we got their names off the muskets, and their names scratched on the wall. And I think we got all the names. We did get there to get everything we could, who they were. And I said, well, they're not far behind us, but we go after them. You know, and then, I know, and some of the boys come back. I wonder the guy that took the bolt out of the machine gun real bad. And then one said, I got him. So that helps them, help your feelings. But you had to get mean. You lose it for a while. You make a savage out of you.
Mm-hmm.
When you see stuff like that, you wouldn't have no mercy on them. I dread it very much. Then all of a sudden one night, hell had breakfast, and everybody was firing it. Then when it came down, they had surrendered, and there was a war between them. And a bullet come down through the tent, come up, and I said, oh, Jesus Christ, I pulled out. I ran out and got in a foxhole, and I stayed there the rest of the night. I hoping that one of them shells wouldn't find me. And that was it. The war was over. You know, we had more, but we had to celebrate, you know. And I don't know, everybody was kind of wild, but that was over, and they told us, you know, they had surrendered, and we not to hurt them. We wouldn't do that. we got to Japan. I made it to Japan. We reneged about going, you know, we fought this all the goddamn way. So, well, when they said, well, if you don't go, they're gonna come out, get you. So we went, and the people we were just, we couldn't do that. They missed it. But you walk down there and then cross over the other side. But once in a while, somebody would push one over there, over the bridge. You know. Yeah, but we had made it fun. So I done some demolition work, and they said, we'd like to have you do some. And they had them big coastal guns. If we had to take that Japan, they'd have had us coming in. They had big coastal guns mounted cement. And they say, you find the explosive and you could have the job. They said, blow the barrels, take the bridges, the firemen, give them to the Navy guys, and they take them out in the bay and drop them in the bay. And they never use them guns. Then we got what I got one that, oh, I was going to go home. Oh, that was the best thing, you know. So, well, I go. And we knew the captain of the ship, and he said we're going to go down as fast as we can. He said there's a current that goes down between the islands. He said if I can get on that current, we'll be at Hawaii in no time. And we hit, and
You hit the current, huh?
hit the, and we went down there. But then somehow they took all our stuff, all the knives and pocket knives, and I mean, what the hell, you know. But then we hit San Francisco, and some of the boys lined up. I said we had to go on an island. Mrs. Roosevelt says we were barbarians, and we had to get rid of that. And then to come to think of it, that was a good thing. Because a lot of boys went nerds and blew it off the hand, and come up, flew up the hand, and didn't make it. But I went through this, and I'm going to go that way. So I went along, we had to go along. We had everything we wanted, even cigars. And we had any kind of drink we wanted. Eat, we ate like kings. I thought they were born. So, and then they let us go. But, so, they shipped us back to Chicago. We didn't know them. We messed around with people without knowing, you know. But they wouldn't, you know, help us out. So finally we found the right place. And they got a train out of there. But then they discharged us. Our Colonel Eppinger, he was the head man of the medical expedition. And he gave us all a paper. He signed his name. And when we got to Chicago, that's discharged nobody would. But they tore that up, my discharge, and the rest of the boys. They took that from me, and I needed that. I might have got a little into that, but it was the dirtiest goddamn thing I hardly ever done twice. They took that. I got malaria, I got home. My mother caught me at the door and pulled me in. They called my dad from the shop. Hey, let him come home. It was the biggest goddamn get together, you know. I was so damn happy. A couple of weeks after I come down with malaria, and my mother and dad didn't know what to do. I said, it's just malaria. And then they called Dr. Dobsky, that dirty son of a bitch. He said I had my hands in the government's pocket. I tore the place up. They put me out of there. I said, where the hell was you? When I was fighting over there, he was making money. I hated the son because he's dead now, I think. But that was one hell of a thing to say to somebody that comes through the goddamn war, fighting for him and these other people that thought we were no good. But we saved them. Then they gave us a choice if you want to go to Okinawa Army and take a couple of trucks and load up with rations and go Okinawa. And so we went. It was the worst goddamn thing I've ever seen. Flatten everything up. No, nothing. There was one story building about 8 foot. It was trains a mile from the track. People coming in, skin hanging around. Oh, Jesus Christ. I said, I wish they'd never used that either. But now it's probably twice as stronger. Now, but there was heaven that turned the water, that they had spotted the probably Hitler and all them. They probably got it now. But I do still get some of that malaria. You get a fever, chills, and it'll come back. But I went through it. I was a lucky goddamn. I was lucky. I see a lot. I don't want to talk about it. You had to get crazy. You lose it, but you get it back. Somebody say something. Oh, yeah, I know. But
Keeps coming back, huh?
so I got with a bunch of guys, and I like to I used to volunteer at night to ride shotgun on a bulldozer. I thought I'd like to learn how to run a bulldozer, so I volunteered to ride shotgun with a bulldozer. The guy, he say, here, take Coke. Oh, and the motor. Most what I had, you know, after the war. Like that. So I to run that motor. Sometimes you have an air raid, you know, they had relayed 3 shots down the beach, down relayed. And then this night we had air raid. So, geez, we had to stop, and we shut our lights out, shut the bulldozer off, but we remember. And between the bigger machine, we took it and pulled it. Every once in a while you hear that. That made me drop a little bit. I looked back under the, and we stayed there that all night, me and this guy, and we talked about a lot of things, probably, and we reminisced a lot of stories and stuff that we run through. And I told him one night when we started out, they was up there, Fort Bozeman, they was showing pictures. They have film, we used to trade movies with the lady guys and everything. So I would say, well, I might as well go up there, see the movie. I had them all right back, you know, the way they used to, you know. So I had this foxhole. I said, well, boy, that's where I'm going. I better have a air raid. And pretty soon through the movie, they started the 3 shots coming down the beach. So I run for that. And I was the 3rd guy in the hole. And the guy at the top, he said, you hold the shovel. You know, just things like that, you know. You have a lot of fun sometimes. Some type of one was rough. But we had a purpose. And I think we did our job good.
Yes, you did.
But Roosevelt, Mrs. Roosevelt, I think she had a spite. Some boys never made it. They went with her home. But I said, I never, those guys could do things, you know. But we had to make our own. Then one night we coming in, me and my buddy, we took a shortcut, coming on the base of the mountain there, and they had a cave, there was a cave. And there was running water from that, geez, that's bad, we kind of rock it up a little bit, you know, and make it deep, so I said, well, we'll come back tonight and take a bath, well, that would be our bathing place. And the water was coming out, and we kicked right up. So we come back with our soap and towels and stuff. And then I soap with a while with the water. And so I was all soaked up. And I said, he said, wait. He said, Jerry, go up in the cave. There's a place up there you could get a helmet full of water to get your soap off. So I said, I'll do that. So I went up in a cave and I dropped a shell right outside. Got a direct hit on my belly. I lost him. I lost Maynard hearing the concussion in the cave. Took my eardrum. And then I tried to tell him, oh no, you can still fight. But I lost my best buddy. He was all over. And Rick hit. I come out of the cave. And it hurt. I grabbed my stuff and went back to camp. The engineers would have some showers rigged up. But that was a terrible thing that happened. Where but you took for granted, But the Army would make you wear a picture. But the thing I lost most was that piece of paper that was attached to my discharge that nobody could with it. And they did in Chicago. They took that off my foot. And I asked the guys which they must have took it. That was the dirtiest goddamn thing. Yeah, he told me I might have made a few dollars on it, but it was mine. That I went through it, and I took malaria, and I took the pills, and they finally come out that we used. Well, we done a great thing. We found a substitute. But you fought mosquitoes, you fought the jungle, dysentery, anything you could think of. But they had one thing, that was the purple, and that they used that for everything. You had mosquito bites, the red anything, they used it. But the one thing we found out, the antibiotic was the thing to use in place of. And at Carl, God bless him, he doesn't want to make that out for us. And the dirty son of a in Chicago took that from us. My God, I hope he's happy. But I regret that so much of that. But I didn't get my bulldozer. I got a job with the Oakland County Road Commission. And I stayed there. And I retired from there. But I knew I'd done my job. And I was hoping that, and here they go. And they're still kidding. But the jungle, there's a different war now. They're not fighting in the jungle. They're building from building to building. And snipers. but we had machetes. We worked our way through the jungles. We had a lot of, but thought that we done a great job. But you lose friends and make them. The Filipino people was one of the things, and the Japs see that they were helping us, and they said, I hated that. I said, no, you took to yourself because we don't want, you people getting hurt. And they'd work with us, they'd feed us, give us chicken cooked in coconut oil. And I had a little Spanish boy with me, and he taught Spanish. And he could chew them people down out of their chickens already cooked. And he said, it was funny as well. He said, I'll bargain with him. I said, you go ahead. And he taught Spanish, and they come, and we'd get the chicken, and we'd have chicken, and they give us everything. But there was an old saying that monkeys didn't have no tails in Bambalango. And we found out why. They'd take a bucket like we would a maple, but they tap it up to the top of the coconut tree. But the monkeys would go up there and tip it over. And so they start cutting their tails off, the monkeys. And you had to be there to see it. And they didn't like it, but that was an awful powerful drink.
Keep the mosquitoes away, huh?
I never tasted moonshine, but that would do the trick. But I wasn't a drinking man. I'd go along, so far, and that was it. But that old saying that we had to go there to find out. But I met some nice people. They'd give you anything. I'd give them anything I had. T-shirts, cigarettes, candy. I love kids. And they used to follow me. And then I was a demolition man. I'd take a few sticks of dynamite and go out and go fishing. And they to go say that, and dynamite, the fish would come up. Oh, we'd go down picking the fish. And that, they thought that was something, they had fish. Things like that, You think back, and that was hell. Where it was sold, I never want to stand it. You do things you don't want to do. But I come out of it, but I wasn't going that way. I had a buddy borrowed my watch for guard duty, and so then come out, he shot his big telegraph. He got a home run, but he looked back that he had he had a good job. He was guarding some little factory. But I never wanted to go that way. I'd take it out. I'd take it whatever way it came.
When you got home, did you get married after that and start a family?
Oh, no, wait, I had a good around. I had a good, get, I didn't, probably, I had a friend, we had to do things, that, but yeah, I like the water, I like the canoe. I got a boat. I used to go fishing there when I had them things that kept you, you know. So then, my dad said, why don't you start something? And so I said, I'll start building a house and rent it. So I think I built the house. I got married to a nice girl. She was a Mississippi from away. And she passed away. God bless her. But I made her a house, and she enjoyed it. She helped me hold it to that with a broom. God. The best friend I had. When I got over it, she loved the house. She loved that house. She was a city girl, but she come out to the country. And we had a lot of ways to raise the family.
How big was your family?
Just the three. And we go getting the kids. I wanted to get them enough age. So her girlfriend, Kathy, had a girlfriend. She had a horse, and so and we got into it. I bought a horse, and it's the most best thing I ever done. They kept them in the barn. The girls would show just like Jimmy and I. We cleaned stones and they cut the rent down. We whitewashed the inside and we had a nice, we joined the parades. But then I think the guy that took care of the horses, when they went on vacation, they went to meet son of a bitch. I didn't like him. I could, you know. Then they went on vacation. I think that guy hit her, my horse, our horse. And I had it two before, and she got a surplus. She took it bad. So the girlfriend worked out there at Bluefield, and she got their vet to come out. And we took samples, sent it to Clinton Hospital, and he come back and she had cancer, and she went fast. My daughter and I went up there, and oh, it was sad. And that night she passed away, our horse. So I had to get it back over to the barrier. But we got running around the back roads, just, you know, trying to get it off, and then we run across the house. And she bought that house. It was for rent. I said, why don't you go look at it? We'll go look at it. But she bought the house, and we were close. But we lost the horse, but we still stay up with the friends. But we've got a place now where we can have a horse. I went in with her, and we bought a place out in the country. We have a place. And we got a 13 by 14 pole barn.
30 by 40.
But the first year, people took advantage of us. They had boats to put in there. They didn't have boats, but I told them, this year it's gonna change. We're gonna have the barn to ourselves.
Good. How we doing?
Got 12 minutes on tape.
Okay.
I think he's got some pictures and things to look at.
Yeah.
Can we take a look at some of these?
Why sure, I'll be goddamn.
He's got another really good story.
Okay, here's a collection of the medals and ribbons. I can't see the,
Looks good.
It's a description of the campaigns which he participated in, and the rest of the medals that he was awarded.
good conduct, the Asiatic Pacific Theater Medal, 2 bronze battle stars, the World War II Victory Medal, Philippines Liberation Medal, good conduct, 2 bronze stars. Wow, that's pretty impressive, my friend. Maybe we can look at some of these.
Oh, that's me and my buddy.
Which is you, the smaller one?
Huh?
Which one's you, the smaller
Oh,
one?
yeah.
Okay,
Joe Nicosia. He was from Detroit. And then this here is the ocean, and then this back here was that ridge we took them
where was this?
in the Philippines. It's really
The ocean is in the background.
There's a picture.
And this, I assume, are the ribbons.
That's my pride and joy. The
Efficiency,
kids put together and
Defense.
put it up on the wall.
Pacific, World War II. Well, these are the medals we just referred to.
Put it straight.
The ribbons and the medals.
Yeah.
Right?
He has some bronze stars, some stars on there too.
And this is what would have adorned his arm.
I didn't care about ranks. I wanted the medals. I wanted to show people that I went to what happened. I had some pictures. You got the picture.
Now, I don't know what this is.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a marksman?
Yes, I'd done about everything. I took up sniping and camouflage.
Oh,
Oh, that's a combat infantry
And I.
badge.
Okay.
It's a pretty prized possession within the military.
Got up to do it.
Prized possession within the military.
oh, yeah,
It's only awarded to infantrymen.
I had the pictures.
neat.
I've got the pictures over there.
Oh.
Walk us off through.
And then,
Oh,
that is my discharge. And they took,
see if I can. Honorable discharge.
it could be, got them mixed up, some in New Guinea and some in the Philippines, but you can tell. You can tell by the grass skirts.
Yeah, pictures from the beginning. Is it
Me
a
and
little-
another one of my buddies,
Where would this be, the Philippines too?
yeah.
Okay.
There's a tank, we run out in the water, and they stall it. And,
Oh, that's the tank you talked about.
yeah,
It's like a connection with them.
or this is just,
Good.
Here's Tarzan.
Excuse
Tip
me,
it-
it's
tip
an
it up.
awful,
Tip it forward a little bit more, Dave.
it's an awful reflection.
A little bit more. It's,
There you
yeah,
go.
there you go.
There we go.
There you go.
this is, the Philippines, they were very religious people, and there was a lot of churches.
Yeah.
Kathy, do you have a
This-
picture of the tank
This was the place that we come in, and this was like our National Guard stuff. That was the Filipinos headquarters. And this is where they crucified them boys.
Oh my.
But they got the guy with the boat out of the machine gun. I love some of the boys. The bulldozers used to bulldoze and out, and we'd square it up, and we'd 4 men in a hole.
Mhm.
The bulldozers used to square this, and we'd square it up, and then we'd cover it over. And one night, I had a premonition or something, and I know I slept by the door where the light I could see,
Mhm.
and we heard that they were trying to sneak in and their what was it?
What were the stars depicting?
I think that's where he served at, within
Okay.
the Philippines and New Guinea.
Okay.
I think there's a jet one from Japan on the back.
Oh, not too far from the Luzon Straits.
No,
Boy, Bataan, oh yeah, my goodness. That's about the only place there that really, the Celebes Sea and that are
A place,
South
Palawan
China Sea.
Island.
I don't recognize some
And
of those other.
the cockfights were great. And we
No.
bought a chicken. We bought a rooster, a fighting cock. And we had a Filipino put spurs on him. And, well, he was a fighter, that one.
Yeah,
And we fought that rooster, and then we got kind of greedy, and we fought him too much. we took them from Palawan into the back of the truck of the cage. They took them with us, and then we used to fight them. And the boys, we fought them too much, and one of the boys, Filipino boys, Rooster got him. But he was a bird, and the guys got too greedy, making a few bucks with the product. But we give him a good burrow, and I want him in $1,000. And I hated it. He was a great fighter.
Good, 2 minutes,
He's
please.
like one of us.
1.5, 2.
Okay.
So I was telling you,
And any questions you have,
they used
or
to,
Gary?
used to make the border certificates, then we'd square it up. Then there's 4 guys. And this night I happened to be where you could look up. And I had a premonition that, you know, we heard that they were trying to sneak into her and get something to eat from us. And so, I was kind of, you know, but I was by the whole entrance. Then I was watching out. And the one said something, oh, Jesus, it's a Jap. And he comes down the hole, and I shot. And he fell in the hole. And then he was another guy behind him, another Jap. And he said something back to him, and he walked into the light. And they both fell in the hole. And I scared the shit out of me all night. And I stayed awake all the rest of the night. I slept back there in the morning. But they were there, and the kid used to kid me, well, you shot him, you buried him. So I had a detail there. But I had premonitions, you know, somebody was watching over me or something, because I come through. But Okinawa was a mess. Oh, Jesus Christ. And people, you see coming back, some leading the other, said, oh, Jesus Christ, I seen enough. And I want to go home. So, and then I took the course. They stayed at the island for a while, and they said, okay, you take off. They gave us $300, and that's was it. What the hell could you do, you know? You're out of a job and shit. But they screwed me. When they took that piece of paper that Colonel Eppinger had signed, God bless him. What they done it to him, I don't know why they wear the goddamn hat. But it was the love that people had for you. One day you hit their ride, you know, and it brought them back. I think there's a lot of things that you're not doing, but you may, when you see things that they had done, you would have no mercy. It's a damn shame. People have to be. That was an experience you never forget. She done things you never thought you would do.